Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 4 of OLTP minors. This game will be between the Cap-22's and Kapehameha on the map 45. I'm Rain. I'm joined by Flame. What's up, Flame?
Hey man, what's up?
Not too much, just excited for this high caliber game. Gonna be exciting. On the blue side, we got the Cap-22's. Up first, on the red side, we got Kapehameha. I'm pretty excited for this game. The first game of this week of the minors or the majors, so I'm really interested to see how this map gets played compared to last season. Of course, Flame, you are on Kapehameha. I'm on Cap-22's, but we will try and remain impartial for this game. So Flame, last season me and you played on this map, and we lost to Hoog's team by 1 cap. So knowing, all the knowledge you've gained from that, really stressful experience, of course. What have you learned? What would you advise to these teams to take into playing 45 competitively?
I think communication's a big thing. Obviously, there's multiple ways to get in and out of the base, so you really need to let your team know where the flag carrier is at all times, and just playing tight no grab D, I think, is the best way to go about it.
Definitely. Sorry, Flame, go ahead.
Is the game starting now? Or?
Yeah, the game's gonna be starting
Sweet.
in about 10 seconds, guys. Just getting into it now. So, as you mentioned, some tight no-grab defense is really valuable on this map. I think that Kapehameha and Cap-22's miners haven't been that good at playing that sort of style of defense so far, so it'll be interesting to see how they adapt in this game. And of course, communication also a huge factor. In the minors, there's a bit less organization than the majors, so it could be a bit of an issue if, communication isn't up to scratch, but hopefully it will be. Getting into game now, Chadwico's going to pick up that rolling bomb on his side for the Cap-22. Tesco's going to get that tag row on his side. Caveman and Chad playing offense for the Cap-22's this game. Brioche going to get the flag and get away ahead of Ivesy and Tony. Going to come through the spikes. Caveman and Chad completely in the wrong position. That was some awful communication by the Cap-22's there, and that will be the first cap for Kapehameha. Belonzo gets a regrab instantly as well. Chad and Tony just out of position, not playing the chasing game they need to be playing at the moment. Chadwico's going to get the flag and get out of base, so Tesco's going to be there and get the return, and that's going to be another cap for Kapehameha within the first 40 seconds. Quick start to this game. Flame, what would you say is the big issue that Cap-22 need to fix to stop hemorrhaging these caps?
Yeah, I think you said it before, the communication, they just weren't in position ready for where the flag carrier is coming at all then. I think the tag pro in base definitely helped for that first cap, but the positioning from Kapehameha is definitely better, and looks like there's some power-ups up now, so maybe the teams will be able to do something with that. Yeah,
definitely. It looks like Kapehameha does have the better power control. Belonzo is going to be pushing Ivesy out of the way for that power-up in the Cap-22's base, and Tesco is going to get the Juke Juice in his base. So some lovely power control from Kapehameha there. Brioche is going to use the Juke Juice he got from the middle to get away, and he's going to be ahead of all the members of the Cap-22's, and Chad's going to boost past the flag. That's a third cap for Kapehameha's. Belonzo picks up the flag again, and Chadwico is not going to get taken out. He is going to be able to get past the spikes there. Chadwico is going to juke out Brioche's boost, but he's not being able to get past Testicles. Caveman picking up the flag again. Belonzo juking out Ivesy and Tony. Chadwico boosting past Belonzo. Belonzo is running back towards the Cap-22's base now. No space. Ivesy closing him down well. Testicles gonna boost towards Caveman. No, he's not. Caveman is completely out of position. Can't get that cap. There's no support from his defenders as he picks up the tag with the flag. That's not the best use of that power, but acceptable. As Belonzo gets the flag, bringing it past Caveman for a cousin kiss. Chadwico is going to get the flag now with a rolling bomb. I don't think cousin kissing there was a good decision. It gave Chadwico the flag and the rolling bomb, but there you go. Oh, he's going to get closed down by all the members of Kapehameha, but they're not going to be able to get him. Chadwico with some lovely juking ability here. Going to use it to just elongate his life a bit. Gonna get returned though. Brioche with some lovely button control. No one is near him. If he can get the return on Caveman, and it looks like he'll be able to soon, that will be a cap as Chadwico spikes himself. As does Ivesy, as does Tony. That was a hilariously bad defensive position. Caveman is going to get away. Caveman jukes out Wallace, Belonzo, and Testicles, and Brioche finally gets closed down by Tony and Ivesy. What a fast start of this game. Brioche with some lovely button control again. Brioche, of course, playing in OLTP last season for Wu-Tang Clan, less than successful in his first season. Obviously an extremely good player, a bit unlucky, but showing this game that he really can make an impact. If it's in the minors, he's just outplaying the Cap-22's defense completely, not getting taken out with this huge hold. However, so is Caveman. Caveman is not going to get returned soon. Wallace and Belonzo not be able to get it. Flame, this has been an extremely fast start. Do you think either of the teams need to slow it down to get some caps on the board? Because for the past few minutes, no caps have been scored.
I think, like you said, both teams have been having a long duration of hold, so obviously when both flags are out of the base, it is hard to score. Just quick thing, it is Brioche's first game of the season for minors and majors, so showing that he is a valuable part of the team.
Could make the jump up to majors if he keeps playing like this. Flame, really good play from him. Tony Abode and Ivesy going to close down Brioche. Some Cap-22's coordination there as Brioche gets through the middle of them. And Tony and Ivesy still not going to get him. Brioche with some lovely fine control with that juking. Not going to be able to get past Caveman. Some good control by him. Caveman going to control the power-ups. Cap-22's are not going to be able to control all the power-ups on the map. As Caveman spikes himself. Belonzo coming into base. Only Ivesy in between him and Cap. Tony catches up and Cousin kisses some lovely play there. However, Brioche is going to use that rolling bomb to boost Chadwico out of the way. Now Tony and Caveman looking to catch up to Brioche. Brioche is not going to be able to get that boost. Caveman's going to spike himself in lovely control by the friend. He's going to be able to get away from Chadwico as well. Ivesy with the flag on the other end though. Putting a spike between him and Testicles. Not going to be able to be returned quickly enough for Brioche to get that cap in yet. Ivesy with some lovely flag control here. Going to be able to juke out Belonzo, but not long enough to get that cap as Wallace grabs the flag. Wallace, usually a defender, going to be able to show off his flag holding ability. Now, Chadwico going to use the power control that he's got from the Kapehameha to try and get the flag and get out of base. Only Testicles and Wallace in between him and getting out of that base, but he will not be able to as Caveman gets a flag and a rolling bomb and jukes out Testicles, doesn't even use that rolling bomb. What lovely play by Caveman there. Belonzo going to get closed down by Ivesy if they can just capitalize on this power control and lovely juking that Caveman has given them. They will be able to get a cap here and bring the deficit back down to 2. But it looks like they will not be able to as Tony Abode and Chadwico try and catch up to Wallace, and they do, and that is 2 caps to Kapehameha. What an intense game on 45. Both teams getting a lot of hold. Both teams showing off their juking ability, definitely. So Flame, a defender, how do you think that the defense has fared so far in this game? Of course, it's been characterized by a lot of holds, but how do you think each team's defense is doing, and how do you think it can be improved?
Yeah, like you said, a lot of holds, so trying to get the no grab, but it is hard when the regrab train gets going. I think, again, communication and just the blocking as well when coming into base could be very pivotal, as that can be the difference between not scoring and scoring.
Definitely on 45, blocking is really hugely important because on
that was
offense,
a really nice rolling ball
that
there.
was really nice from the Cap-22's though, saving that cap. Caveman's going to get away with the flag. As I was saying, with 45, a huge open map with huge open passages towards those bases. As we're seeing now, Brioche getting blocked perfectly by Ivesy. Getting into base and getting that cap is really hard without excellent blocks. As Chadwico comes into base too, Wallace going to be able to get out of base. However, not going to be able to cap, not going to be able to communicate and get Chad on that flag fast enough in the Cap-22's. I think that's been a bit of an issue for both teams, that communication just hasn't been up to par from either of them. Flame, I think your team is one of the better teams, in my opinion. Oh, that was an amazing save from Caveman, somehow luckily boosting into a spike there. But Flame, I reckon Kapehameha is one of the better teams for communication, even without using user scripts. But no, how do you think that these teams can improve their communication easily in time for the second half?
Like, I'm obviously not sure what the Cap-22's are using, but definitely getting the inside and outside calls on par so you can set yourself up on offensive defense to stop the flag carrier coming in easily.
Tony Boat gonna be able to come in with the flag and get past. He will not be able to get past Belonzo. Those blocks were not good enough from Chad and Ivesy, and Brioche is gonna only be saved from capping by Caveman getting the flag. Gonna get that button control. Sweet Cheese is gonna join the game. Bit of a sub. Testicles gonna sub out. Sweet Cheese is in. Sweet Cheese is just coming back from his holiday in Europe. He is gonna be able to play OLTP. I'm amazed. I'm so excited. Sweet Cheese is one of my favorite tag pro players. He is gonna be able to get the return. I think he got a return. He did just get a return. And Brioche gonna get that excellent power control. Only Caveman on Cap-22's with a power-up, and that's going to expire now. So Brioche has controlled his power-ups extremely well, giving definite advantage. And I think that's been a factor for the entire game. Even though Cap-22's are losing only by 1, it really has been a testament to Kapehameha's power control ability that Cap-22's have barely hit any of those power-ups. Belonzo going to juke out Ivesy and Tony Boat in the base. Ivesy going to spike himself. That was a bit confusing, and it could lead to a cap here. There's only Tony Boat in between Belonzo and a cap. Gonna get taken out by Wallace there. 4-2 to the Kapehameha team playing red side for this half. Only 20 seconds left in the half. If Caveman or Chad can get the flag here, they could be able to get a base and get back through a cap quickly. Weeko gonna be able to get out of that base, gonna be able to sorry, red between Wallace and Sweet Cheeses. Belonzo gonna be able to get returned, but Brioche and Wallace in between Chad and the cap. That's gonna be the half. 4-2 to Kapehameha. Brioche and Belonzo leading the board with 2 caps each. Look at those insane hold times, nearly 4 minutes from Caveman. Jeez, both teams have held the flag for nearly a third of the game. Quite an amazing first half, really exciting. Flame, what did you think of that first half? What are some of your thoughts going into the second half?
I think Kapehameha obviously started really strong there. Maybe Cap-22's were a little bit switched off at the start, but they really tightened it up towards the end, and it was a really tight and intense game for the last half of that half.
Yeah, definitely. Kapehameha were up by a few caps, and Cap-22's brought it back to only a 1 cap differential, and then Kapehameha just seemed to snap back into rhythm and get that power control back up to scratch and get those caps in. Got another cap in, had some really solid defense in the second half of that first half. So I reckon if they can just continue that cohesiveness going into the second half, they're a really good shot for winning this game, taking in a 2 cap lead to the second half. PT is going to be subbed in for the Cap-22's. As Tony Boat subs out. Sweet Cheeses, of course, coming in for Kapehameha midway during that first half in place of Testicles. Both subs going to be defenders, PT and Sweet Cheeses, both playing defense. Sweet Cheeses, of course, played for I Swear Not Bots last season in OLTP. Had a really good first season playing in those majors, and now playing some minors. Just got back from Europe. Let's see if he can make a return to the majors. Both teams look like they're ready, and we're going to get into the second half now. A really exciting first half there. Flame, one of the better games I've seen on 45 ever, really. Some extremely good juking. The power control could have been a bit better, but Kapehameha had some really cohesive communication. It was clear. At times, a bit shaky. But when they were on their game, they were playing really well. Just a couple of defensive slip-ups let Caveman get a couple of caps in. Of course, Cap-22 is going to be on red side for this half. Kapehameha going to be on blue side. Going to be starting in about 5 seconds. Both teams going to get a juke juice in the base, and the tag row is going to be in the middle. I think Chad's going to be able to get to there first. He's going to get the spike power. Going to be a bit of a mistake there from Chad. But Caveman's going to get it instead. No, he's not. Brioche is going to be able to get that mid tag. And PT and Ivesy on defense. That's a pretty fearsome defense. But I mean, so is the likes of Wallace and Sweet Jesus. So it's going to be an interesting game defensively. I think both teams have a really strong defense in the second half. Having said that, Caveman going to be able to get in between Wallace and Sweet Jesus, and Chadwico is going to be able to use the space that afforded him to get into the base and get that regrab with the flag. However, Caveman's not going to be able to get in between Belonzo and the flag fast enough. Belonzo's going to cap. That is 1-0 to Kapehameha in this half. As I think Cap-22's are trying to make a sub here, a bit disorganized. Ivesy going to boost in. And looks like Cap-22's are playing a play down, but we will get through it. As Brioche takes out a couple of people with that tag row, and Ivesy and PT back on defense. Yeah, Cap-22 is definitely a player down here, so they need to sort that out quickly. That is not good for their chances. Belonzo going to be able... Chad's back here. Okay. 4v4 again. As both teams reset, Brioche not going to be able... Oh, Caveman! Some lovely plays to get out of the T, and Ivesy can get the block on Brioche, but they can't. They can barely not get that block on Brioche. That was nearly a lovely cap from Caveman, nearly his third of the game. Chadwico's going to get the flag though with that regrab, going to get closed down by Wallace. Belonzo going to get closed down by PT and Ivesy, but not fast enough. Caveman playing that offensive defense, going to be able to get the flag and get out of base quite easily. As you mentioned in the first half, Flame, this map really is a lot about playing the regrab train to its maximum potential. I reckon last season we didn't do that, but these teams are definitely showing that they are capable of playing that style very effectively as Brioche gets a flag and gets out of the base in between the spikes, boosting away from PT, Ivesy, and Chadwico. So Flame, I guess I haven't really seen you play much. Have you played with the miners? Have you played with the miners so far this season? And if so, are you really surprised that they're doing this well in this game?
I haven't played in an actual match with them, but I was in scrims with them earlier this afternoon, and they seem to have some pretty good coordination and were looking actually pretty good. So it doesn't surprise me that they are on top of their game today, and I think it's good for them after 2 losses in a row to be showing the strength of this team.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, Cap-22's have won 2 and lost 1 game in the minors this season thus far. As Brioche gets away, and that will be Kapehameha going up by 4 caps. 2 caps, 2 cap lead in this half, rather, as Brioche gets his Juju's on his side, and Caveman gets the Juju's in the middle. There'll be some good power control for the Cap-22's. As Brioche flaccid grabs only Belonzo in between Caveman and a cap here. If Ivesy and PT and Shad can just get that block, and they can, to get that cap in, bringing the deficit down to only a few caps. Brioche gonna flaccid, but Chadwico's not in the offensive position to capitalize on that yet. As we were mentioning before, got to play that recap train extremely well for it to be effective, and Cap-22's could have probably made a bit more of that. As both teams flaccid, the offense and defensive structure will just reset here. No, it won't. Brioche somehow gets out of the base past Chadwico and PT. Chadwico can just hit that boost or get up. Oh, yes, he can. He will be able to get the return on Brioche. So a bit of Cap-22's bias coming into the commentary, but there you go. Chadwico with the flag, only Brioche in between him and a cap, but he will run straight into Brioche as Wallace comes into the base with Brioche's tag rope. Can I try and use that for support? PT, the defender, gonna be able to get past the spikes. No control from Brioche there with that tag rope. Could have easily controlled those spikes with that button. Ivesy gonna be able to close down Belonzo. Not fast enough to get the return. Gonna force him back towards the Cap-22's base, but Belonzo is gonna weave them, and Caveman's not going to be able to get a return just in time for Balonzo to get the cap, but Balonzo's going to go in between them again. Caveman pulling off some similar jukes on the other end of the map. Some lovely juking from both Balonzo and Caveman, who haven't played majors thus far, pardon. They keep playing like this. They will be, though. Balonzo with some more juking. How many times can he juke out Ivesy? He jukes him out again. Chadwico gonna boost into the spikes. No, he's not. Sweet Cheese is gonna try and take out Chad, but Chad's gonna survive, and Sweet Cheese is boost into the spikes. Gonna get that rolling bomb. Ivesy needs to take out Balonzo right now for Chad to get the cap, but he's not gonna be able to. Balonzo still with all the time in the world with this juking ability. Still with the space to take out. No, he doesn't. He gets taken out by Caveman. Lovely offensive defense from the rookie there. Caveman with that juke juice in the base. Gonna boost through Sweet Cheeses. No, he's not. Both the defenses and the offenses of both sides gonna reset here. Phew, an intense couple of minutes of play there. Some lovely juking by Balonzo especially. I do not know how he survived some of those close downs from the Kapehameha defense, but he's going to survive for longer than he should. Chadwico, however, is not going to survive for longer than he should, and he gets taken out, as does Caveman. Cap-22's really need to make something happen now. PT and Ivesy playing solidly on defense, gonna let Balonzo out. Balonzo is not the man you want with the flag at the moment, gonna cap again. Lovely play from Balonzo, topping the board, 2 caps. My personal MVP for those jukes he was pulling before, Jesus. Ivesy gonna be able to get taken out of Brioche. Brioche is a beast using that middle boost to take out people on either side of him. Caveman gonna be able to get between Sweet Cheeses and Wallace. Balonzo gonna get blocked out from the button. Some lovely communication and coordination from the Cap-22 is not going to result in the cap. Better offensive defense from Kapehameha. However, Chadwico has the time, he has the space, he has a rolling bomb to make this cap count. But will he be able to get the jukes? Yes, he will. The blocks and the rolling bomb use was perfect from Chad there. Going to get that cap in. Wallace going to get taken out as well. PT moving up onto offense. Ivesy taking out Wallace with the flag there. PT gonna be able to juke out Wallace. Will he? PT, the rookie, gonna be able to not go in between Sweet Cheeses and Wallace. Jesus, game's intense. Balonzo with the flag again, not gonna be able to get past Ivesy this time. Phew. Flame, do you think personally that the Cap-22's can bring this back? They're down a few caps. They've only got 2 minutes 20 left. How do you fare their chances?
I think we've seen that you can score quickly on this map, so I wouldn't count them out just yet, but being 3 caps down with only 2 minutes to go is probably not the best situation you want to be in.
Brioche making a confusing decision to go in and try and use that tackle to get some space for Balonzo to get the flag and get away, even though he's the juke. It's a bit of a confusing decision there, but it's not going to pay off for him as he flaccid again. And Caveman going to get the flag. Caveman juking out all the members of Kapehameha, not going to be able to juke out Brioche though. Brioche and Balonzo playing really well for Kapehameha this half. As is Caveman for the Cap-22's, and PT at times has shown some really good defensive positioning. But honestly, Balonzo really has been playing out of his mind. Those jukes earlier were amazing. Let's see if he can make something happen again on offense with only 1:25 left in this half. Chadwico gonna boost in and get that flag. Gonna try and use those blocks from Caveman. Gonna try and go in between Wallace and Sweet Cheeses, perhaps it not be able to. Caveman is away though. He has 2 behind him, but Brioche is there with a boost again. Gonna miss it though. That's a cap for the Cap-22's. Lovely cap from Caveman there. Only 2 caps in it. 1 minute left. If Ivesy and PT can just get this return, this could be good for the Cap-22's. Brioche gonna use that power extremely well to his maximum potential, taking out Ivesy and PT. Wallace gonna get away. Chadwico juking out Balonzo. Caveman gonna try and use that boost to take out. He will not. Ivesy will not use the boost, but he will take out the Kapehameha flag carrier as PT with some lovely button control fighting through Brioche and whoever the other player was to get that button and get the return. 2 caps in it. Only 30 seconds left. 15 seconds a cap. They will not be able to do it, I think. Only 20 seconds left. PT trying to stream up on offense. Chadwico also moving up on offense. 20 seconds left. The Cap-22's need to make something happen right now for them to salvage this game and a point. Chadwico gonna grab the flag, gonna flash it immediately after PT. Brioche gonna get away with a flag as well ahead of all 4 members. This looks like all she wrote for the Cap-22's. They're going to lose this game by 2 caps.
Two.
Perhaps a third. Not going to be able to cap is Brioche. What a game, though. What a game. As Cap-22's lose 7-5 to Kapehameha. Balonzo and Brioche topping the board deservedly. Balonzo with 2 minutes 20 of hold and 2 caps. Excellent play from Balonzo there. Some lovely juking. Wow, what a game. Phew, I guess we should bring in Max to conduct. No, we won't. Wow, what a game. I guess we'll pull in some members of each team for an interview. Actually, I honestly do not have time. My game is starting in 20 minutes. Thank you guys for watching this game. This has been Kapehameha vs Cap-22's minors. Kapehameha vs Cap-22's majors coming up in 20 minutes. Kapehameha winning this game, 7-5 against the Cap-22's. Balonzo, my personal MVP, juking out of his mind at times, juking in and out of the Cap-22 defense. It was lovely to watch, honestly. Caveman also with some lovely plays for the Cap-22's and some excellent button control from Party Time, but they were unlucky to lose this game, I thought, by 2 caps. They showed some really good composure and some really good fight at times. Anyway, that will be it from me, Rain. I was joined at times by Flame. Sorry, mate, it was a bit too intense to get some slow analysis of it up, but there you go. Thanks for joining me, Flame.
No worries, man. Good luck. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, man. This game was streamed by Radian, who will probably be streaming the Kapehameha vs Cap-22's majors game. Flame, good luck with that one, mate. You will need it. Chad, I will conduct a short interview, mate, but I've really got to go soon. How do you think you went that game? Why do you think you lost by 2 caps?
Their forward press was just ridiculous. They set up really well through the middle and cut off any, anything. Anytime we had the flag, we couldn't get to our own base with it, and that was the game. I didn't feel like we played too badly. It's just that they were, better. Sometimes that's how it's going to be.
Brioche with that mid boost, he seemed to get you 100% of the time you got out of base. I really don't know how you were meant to get past him there, because he was just playing out of his mind on that boost. Would not let you get past.
Yeah, look, I know that for the sports lovers, sometimes the French are really good at rugby, but I'm not so sure that he's not on some sort of tag pro enhancing drug.
Jeez.
Is a baguette performance enhancing? I say yes.
Some accusations here. Accusations from Chadwick. Mate, I'll have to bring that up with the commissioners. Thanks for joining us, Chad. As I mentioned, got to go now. But thanks a lot for playing that game. I thought you guys played really well. I thought you were really, really unlucky to be cheated out of some caps by Brioche on that boost. Thought you were ahead of all of them, but there he was on that boost, getting that return. Anyway, good game. 2 cap win to Kapehameha, winning 7-5 over the Cap-22's minors. Majors between those two sides coming up soon. Thanks for joining us. That's been it from us. See you guys soon.
Hello, I'm Radian, and this is the Cap-22's vs Kapehameha. The map is 45. This is week 4, I think? Can't keep track. Anyway, I'm joined here by Vexation and Venedix, who are going to be the main commentators for this match.
Hey guys.
Alright.
Yeah, hopefully we can kick the game off soon. Obviously we'll let you know when that happens.
Key thing to note is Cap-22's are missing one half of their defense with Radian out. So it'll be interesting how Smack will work with Kapehameha, your other defender.
And same will go with Kapehameha. I'm out with a little bit of ping issues. We got Brioche playing with Bobe, which they haven't really practiced much, but Brioche played really well in the minors game, so we reckon they should be fine to deal with Smack and Kapehameha.
And also with Dokugan, he's having a standout defensive year with a 10 gas for defense. Let's see if he can continue his current form, working alongside Flame. As seen before, defending regrab might be a viable strategy, but as I talk, Boba has left the group. I'm not sure what's going to happen now. There he's joined again. I think we're just waiting on Kapehameha to be ready. Just waiting for them. What are your predictions for this game, Vexation?
I don't know, it could be close. I don't entirely agree with close X64 to Cap-22's. I don't know, with Radiant out it could be a bit different. With myself out it could be different. I know it could be really close. I reckon this will be a fantastic game.
I've tipped a close 5-4 win to Cap-22's.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd say 5-5 or 5-4 either to us or I don't know. I reckon it's going to be close.
Yeah, I really think this match is going to be like more showing the depth of the teams rather than necessarily their starting lineup. You know,
yeah, definitely.
You know, you and I out, you know, arguably two of the key players of each team. It'll be interesting to just see, you know, what the replacements are going to be like. I know Smack has had quite a bit of game time, not necessarily on defense, but yeah. Who is replacing you? Brioche, right?
Brioche, yeah.
Yeah, he's you know, he played an amazing game previously for the minors, so he'll be looking to continue that on in the majors game now. Do you think he'll be able to step up from the minors to the majors? You know.
Yeah, I reckon he definitely will. He was definitely a standout, and I reckon he'll probably do even better with a better partner as well, and even with a more solid defense as well. It'll probably suit him much better, having better teammates.
I would say Brioche is one of the best fifth man for this OLTP season. He had a disappointing season 1 in OLTP, but in O Contenders he has been a big standout. Hopefully he can bring his current form into this game.
I know that whenever I played pubs or pug with him, he's absolutely destroyed me, juking around me like pretty easily. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays against other top tier players.
Two rolling bombs at each of team space and attack pro middle. Looks like
3, 2, 1.
Kapehameha in the best position to get middle with Brioche. Brioche sparks himself and Rain gets middle. Custom kills Rain. So we have
You're not the greatest start by Kapehameha, or bit unorganised, but Custer's away now with the flag. Brioche.
Looks like Costa coming up. While a disappointing first 5 seconds turns out to be great first 30 seconds. Oh, Cap-22's. And another cat gets the blocks, yep. Great
Two
start.
quick caps straight
How
to
are you
Cap-22's.
How are you feeling, Biggs?
It's hard to watch.
And Custer's away again.
This is the exact opposite of the start of the minors, funnily enough. It was Kapehameha who had the 2-0 start within the first minute. So I think that's kind of interesting to know.
Rain not getting red grab, instead waiting for power up. Weird decision for Rain. Open red grab, ignores it for power up. It does get rolling well. And Rain is away, and Bobe is also away. Good block for Brioche. And a kiss. Probably favouring Kapehameha in that situation, but Brioche slow to get our base and is returned. And another cap. Everyone's getting into the party now.
Again, Bobo was getting out of position. Another easy cap for Cap-22's. Hopefully they'll decide to stop flattening.
I'm sure once they get into it, it'll be a different
Yeah, of
story,
course.
Kind of like
Yeah,
the
of course.
minors.
Yeah.
It does sometimes take a few minutes to get, for a team to get into it.
Bobo there with a nice grab.
Very
Same with
sneaky.
Rain. Great jukes there by Rain,
Rain.
getting through the spikes.
Unlucky power boost one for Bobe there to get away. Rain is just being left alone. No one chasing her at the moment. Ducker gun finally comes along.
Bobo getting some nice juke on Custer.
I wasn't even sure how he got out of that, to be honest. I thought Custer had him.
Bobo
Oh my
still,
gosh.
only just getting returned by Smack there. Nice return there from Dokugan. Brioche. He opened with the flag coming into base.
2 to beat. Get here, can you get the blocks? No. Bit impatient for Brioche there.
I really think Rain should have stayed back there. He knew
Yeah.
it was either going to be a return or a cat. It was kind of silly to just run out and leave an empty flag.
Both teams not defending a red grab.
Rain, though, getting the grab now, though.
Nice. Bit of commitment from Staff there, but nice juke anyway for Bobe.
Oh, Custer nearly killing Rain.
Cavalic gets the good left of Rain.
Oh, Bobo. Confusion ends up spiking himself.
Gosh, gets right past Smack, but turns around. And Brioche is back to opposition base. Should be cornered here. Yep. And no great grab.
Oh, Rain just getting caught there. Vegeta just missing the boost earlier as well. Thought he was going to get that.
Can Bomber get away? Needs to get away. He does get away. Stu's coming in, playing grubs. Good spawn from Smack.
Oh.
And the results in
bad
that
luck.
cap. Nice snipe from Smack.
So has the lack of power-up times been affecting you guys?
It seems like at this game. They think looks like the first 2 power-ups they just completely forgot about it.
Mind you,
But
Bobo-
they figured it out after a while
Yeah.
that they needed to get those power-ups.
Oh, it turns around.
I think both teams have actually kind of, at the moment, actually not been too bad in terms of power-up control. A few times when it's been chasing around with flag carriers, they've forgotten, but that's kind of the nature of the game.
Oh,
Brioche
Brioche making
or
a silly
decision.
mistake.
But mind you, Cap-22's were defending red grab right then, with Custer staying back.
Yeah. I know
Okay.
that's something that during practices we always put a lot of emphasis on, and especially during games, it's like we don't like to leave an empty base when we can cover it. Oh. Slight mistake there by Custer.
Last night from Brioche, yeah.
So we're halfway through the first half. Looks like they're all waiting for power-ups. Rain gonna grab that middle one. Flame and Custer up the top there having a battle for the Kappa's power-ups. Brioche sneaking away from
But
underneath.
Rain grabs clean and is away.
Oh,
Brioche coming bottom.
Rain almost got caught out there.
Oh, almost
Oh,
crashed down.
what? How did Rain get through that?
He's
Oh my
beating Flame
God.
with a juke juice.
Oh, jeez,
On
that
the
was
best-
insane.
On the best defenders in OLTP with a juke juice. Almost got embarrassed.
2 to beat. Bobby's grabbed the flag. He's going to sneak out the base. Going up top. No one really in front of him. Smack's taken out. Just Custer in front with the flag.
If they were defending regrab, that could have been a cap then.
Custer's going to get cut off here. Oh, fantastic.
Somehow gets out of that.
Gonna
Bobby
get
as
some-
well. Just in
Flame misses the
same
snipe and
place.
ends up sparking himself.
Oh, Bobby's got a rolling bomb here. This could be bad for the Cap-22's if Rain gets taken out.
Looks
I
like
think Rain's gonna
Rain's
get
playing it
offline.
safe.
He's
And he
got a rolling
gets
bomb
it.
too.
Plays it safe and gets a line bomb as well.
No one in front contesting Rain. However, Bobby's still got that rolling bomb. It's about to run out though, I think.
Should use it soon. Nope, he decided to not use it at all.
Rain's about to run out now too. He's going to use it.
If Smack goes, no, Smack doesn't go back and help. But
I think a bit of miscommunication there. Potentially
Yep.
going for the regrab when Carb had it. Oh,
And-
just Carb now.
doesn't grab. Oh, there he grabs.
I think he's
Hey.
fighting a little bit of lag there, so it's interesting to see how he deals with that.
And Custer's away. 2 to beat. No one. Massive communication from Custer and Rain. No one goes for the turn there. Both backed off to the defend regrab. Ray grabs a rolling bomb. Smack gets a turn and should be.
Oh,
Oh.
that was unlucky
Oh.
for Bobby, but at the same time, great coordination by the Cap-22's there.
Carbolic has 2 to beat. Brioche with a tag throw.
I'm not sure if Cap-22's going to be able to grab this.
Nah, he's going back away now. And Bobo gets away anyway.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Only a couple more power-up spawns. I think one of the key parts of this last kind of quarter of this half is how these teams use these power-ups and get the flag to the base with them. As well as covering regrab, I think, as Vernedix has mentioned multiple times, extremely important.
Now Brioche decides to go for that tricky bridge
Decides
path
to go
and
for
gets
the, what's it called?
sparked himself.
Trying
He was
to go for the
clear,
glory.
but nope, clear.
Brioche just beforehand was saying how if you line it up perfectly, you can get it every time, and
Yeah, I know.
he was-
It is
he
easy
was-
to it is
he-
easy to line up.
yeah, he was getting it every time as well. So it was a bit of a mistake there.
I saw him lining up there and did notice he was about like a quarter of a tile off. So
He has been making some poor decisions in this game.
I think potentially just great use of the gate there by Cap-22's. I think maybe just the minors game, the step up to the majors is maybe throwing him off a little bit, maybe a little bit complacent, but he's still playing great. I think it's just a few unlucky moments like that. Dokugan missing the snipe and Custer with the great juke. Custer's using those boosts a lot in that corner there,
Yep.
managing to skip around all the chases.
Bobo sparks himself.
Oh,
Oh,
Flame,
wow.
just missing. That would have been a great snipe.
Yep, just about a quarter of a second up.
Smack there, putting nice pressure on to get Brioche.
But then get a return here. Could be a cap. It will
this
be
should
a cap. Someone should get the button.
Oh,
Yep,
Flame's
Custer gets
catching
it.
up. Flame's going to be in front though, but they should be able to block it out.
Block. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good
2
cap.
on 1 is just impossible. You just cannot get around people when they're blocking like that. Cap-22's could potentially sneak another one. Rain's got a rolling bomb and a tag throw. Is that Superman? I think it is. I can't remember. Only going to be 2 to beat.
Rain's away. Can he? Ooh, Dokken leaves the button.
Can Kapehameha salvage something? No.
1.
So 6-0 to Cap-22's at the end of the first half. With Cap-22's playing the so-called bad end of the map where you have less views for defense.
for the captain?
6.
6-0.
My tip is no longer valid now. 5-4 to Cap-22's.
Very hard to watch.
Will Kapehameha make any changes for this half?
I feel for man. But just know that it's the Cap-22's style to just get complacent in the second half. So I don't think you guys are out of it yet. I know Ren's not going to like me saying this, but I don't know. I think if you look at past games, often in the second half if we've been ahead by this much, it's always a lot closer half, or potentially even lose by a bit.
Cap-22's do have a bad history on 45 at their rating.
Oh, they do. It's not good. I think at one point we were 2 caps ahead of you guys last season, and we still managed to fuck it up within 10 seconds or something.
Yep.
Okay, starting the next half now.
And wait, Custer's this. Okay. Back. So if Cap-22's can continue with this big win, and if Spikadelics lose their coming up game, Cap-22's will be looking to finish top of the ladder after this round.
I have to say, I'm excited just by that prospect.
Massive boost to Cap differential.
I don't think it's going to be an easy match to keep it like this though. Oh, that'd be a nice grab
Right.
there.
Bobby gets away. Nice boost. Rain looking needs to get away, won't get away.
Can't say though. I don't
This will be a
think
cap. Yep. Kapehameha got the start they desperately needed for this half.
Oh,
Oh,
Custer.
Custer. He's drying himself there.
Jeez. You
Rain,
really wanted to do
get-
that.
Rain gets away. It's lucky. Will Cap-22's play a more defensive style of game? It's
I think they have to, especially right now, on the back foot in terms of momentum.
Ben Ray grab. Kabbalah grabs a rolling bomb. Brioche grabs a rolling bomb. It's just. Smack goes to try and get the kiss. Doesn't get it, but gets away. Long I guess when Smack will be trying to get no flames. We'll stop him there. Poor defense from Rain. Makes a flame. Gets away, but gets another kiss. Rain looks like to be stuck playing defense, but his back line gets space. No, Rain took it off.
Great boost by Custer there. Can Cap-22's get the blocks in? No. Yes, no? I don't know.
Nah, no.
Nope. I think what the Cap-22's need to do is just slow down the game, just get those long hold times and just stop Kappa from even getting a chance to cap.
Rain is away. And
Oh,
gets
Carb.
Nothing. He could not see that
Yeah.
coming.
That was just unlucky, really. Great play. from
Custer is
Kappa.
away with the jig juice.
Kappa have been putting a lot of pressure on the Cap-22's this
Boldick
half.
is bad
That's
this
it,
year.
even the scoreline in the first like 2.5 minutes.
Bobby will be getting away. Gets clean. That goes for the boost for the gate.
Oh,
Custer.
just sneaking onto it. Massaging that button nicely. Oh, Custer nearly spiking himself.
Octagon last line of defense. And gets away.
You're actually awfully quiet there, man. man.
I think just stunned.
I'm just a little bit overwhelmed.
Nah, fair enough. I think I'd be in the same position if it was the other way around.
I'm just sitting here biting my thumb.
Great boost juke there from Carb.
Cap-22's.
Round from Carb.
They have a nice Rico plan going at the moment. No, but Bowe ends it by getting away. Does not take the boost. The rest was Bowe ignores the boost and still ends up sparking himself. Kamalik misses the easy start. Rain gets the return. Rain's still playing defense. He's just found himself playing defense for quite a lot of this half at the moment.
I think this is more defense than he's ever played in any Tag Pro match ever.
Nice cap from Costa.
Oh,
Ooh.
lovely jukes there from Brioche.
And still managing to go away. Can don't get the blocks.
Nearly a lovely cap there.
Yeah.
They had some good blocks going. I think it was just that Tag Pro that pushed the Cap-22's over the edge.
Ray manages to go away.
Custer giving Rain some space by taking out both the chasers.
Still no one defending Rogue, resulting in regrabs of both teams.
Carb waiting patiently. Oh, he knows not
No.
to get cap out of it. Almost did. If he just hit that boost slightly differently, that could have been a very lucky cap.
Couple flattered from Kapehameha.
Again, Rain on defense.
Dokugan gets
got
away.
the boost.
Oh,
Oh,
Costa gets
Costa.
a win, Bobby.
Oh, he just couldn't get there in time.
Smart to not go for it because he would have been returned there.
Yeah. Phew. How's Custer hitting these boosts, man? Every single one of them looks so fluky.
He's coming through the gate and Dokugan goes well. I think Cap-22's may be happy with this stalemate that's occurring at the moment. Just wasting lots of time with both teams.
Yeah.
Regrab after regrab.
Over halfway through, I think, Kappa will have to change something quite radically in order to try get a win here. But the time is really against them. They only have almost 3.5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. They need to average over a cap a minute now. And although it's possible, it's hard to do that for 4 minutes of time.
Yeah, definitely. And
it's gonna be
Ham,
another cap.
this will be the match that can't be won now.
Like, possible to get 7 caps, but
No.
I think it'll be one of the most insane matches if they do.
If Kapehameha still managed to win this game, I will launch an investigation for match fixing. Custer manages to back away. And does that boost again.
Oh my god, I've seen that probably 5 or 6 times now.
Yeah, sure, should be returned here. Yep. Well, they should be returned again.
I think, look, usually the Cap-22's would go for one on regrab there. Not going for it. I think they're just trying to sneak into the cap in, play really defensively. Probably would have helped if they did carry on their tactics though. They really put them on the back heel.
And Brioche rules back and commits in. Get himself. Yep, Brioche gets away.
Great jokes by Brioche. Just knows the map so well. Oh, what a
Well,
boost from Carb.
Yep.
Was that just a bit of a miss boost and he was just lucky to get it?
He went for the
He went
proper
for the,
start,
yeah.
but bounced off a wall anyway. Lane grabs with Brioche for tag pro, and he gets away.
Rain quoting Drake. Oh, great save there.
Rain's trash talk during the game.
Classic Rain. Missing that somewhat easy return as well.
Carbolic? No, Brioche don't get there in time. Document blocking rain. Brioche still not going anywhere though. Brioche goes back to opposition base. And Brioche should be getting lined up here. Carbolic just having time of his life, just wandering around the map, no chasing.
Whoop.
But still managed to get himself with it. He was trying to find someone to chase him.
Yeah. I think he felt it was a little bit boring just sitting there by herself. All three now chasing Custer though.
Oh, nice Jukes
Great
from Custer.
Jukes.
Jukes free. And Brioche all by himself.
Being patient there, as he should.
Cap-22's are just wasting time at the moment.
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
they're high. The current scoreline. And rain.
Rain
This is the sun.
not necessarily having the best game. I think
No.
probably because he's been playing a lot of defense, which is just kind of the nature of the map, as we've seen Carb and Smack playing a lot of offense.
Nice bottom out from Carbolic. Oh, damn.
Snuck through the spider.
And
it's
a
gonna be
cap. Yep. That makes it 10-1 up to Cap-22's and Rain.
If Rain
This
had
is
got that would have been another cap as well.
10 seconds left in the game. Brioche,
GG.
the only chance to get capped. And he goes forward, gets the boost. But Rain gets it.
2, 1.
Very, very big win for Cap-22's that game.
Yeah,
It will
yeah,
help.
1-2. 10-1. Well, I don't think anyone expected that game to go like that. I don't know
I
what
am-
to say. Yeah. Rain, congratulations on that astounding win. How do you think you guys win?
Well, I thought we played okay. Obviously, a lot of mistakes were made, but I mean, winning the first half 6-0 sort of set the tone for the entire game. I thought that our offense just outclassed their defense so much. I'm not even sure why or how. I didn't think we played especially well. I think we got some nice dukes at times, but I don't think we had the coordination we usually have. So I'm a bit confused why we won by 9 caps. Our defense, though, from what I could see, played probably the best defensive game I've ever seen, especially on 45, which is an extremely hard map to play defense on. So I am so happy with Smack and Carbolic right now.
And yourself, right? I saw you
Yeah,
found
you're
yourself.
playing quite a bit of defense there.
Oh, mate, I'm clearly the best defender in OLTP. Radiant, you are out of a spot,
I
mate.
know.
Out of a
And
spot.
I learned how to play offense like competitively.
We should just swap positions. Anyway, yeah, so I'm really confused. I thought the Kapehameha at times was really outclassing us in terms of power control in the second half especially, so I mean, I'm a bit confused.
Bad news for Cap-22's at the moment. Spark Death Cap's up 4-0 in the first half. So
I shattered.
looks like they won't be top of the ladder after this round.
Oh, I shattered, but there you go. That was a really insane game to play. Whew. I gotta catch my breath with it.
Yeah, Vern and I at the start were saying that this match is likely to show more depth between the two teams than anything, with both Vix and I out. Would you agree with that statement?
I guess so. I think Smack is sort of my wild card because you were out this week. Custer was out last week. He played offense last week. He played out of his mind, and I think he played even better this week. So I really am scared for you and Custer because I think if we've got 5 players, it's going to be a really hard decision because, as you say, we've got so much depth in Cap-22's. We got PT as a backup defender as well. who can play some really solid defense. So yeah, I think this really showed that Cap-22's have a lot of depth. I'm not really sure if the same could be said for Kapehameha. I thought playing with Brioche instead of Vexation sort of hurt their communication, especially on offense, but really need to rewatch that game because I was mostly typing started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yes, trash talking during the game, right? Very classic.
Me and Bobe have a friendly rivalry, but
Okay, I'm gonna Dragon Bobe. Hopefully not in the middle of his team talk.
I gotta go give a team talk, so thanks guys.
No problem, man. Bobe. Oh, he's muted. Classic. Bobe.
Hey, ready.
Man, that game must have been hard to play, and it was hard for us to even watch that. We just felt so sorry for you guys. We were talking to Rain, and he was saying that he didn't even feel that you guys played particularly bad. I think we all kind of think it was just more a bit unlucky in some cases. Do you have any thoughts on how you lost by that much?
Well, we didn't particularly have a very strong power-up control, and there was just a lot of small mistakes that I guess just added up to a defeat, really.
Yeah. We were also talking about how this match, especially, we were talking about this at the start mainly, how this match is going to be kind of a deciding match on terms of which team has more depth, with both, you know, me out for the Cap-22's and Vex out for you guys. Do you think that was the case of you guys not having as much depth as the Cap-22's, or was it more you just didn't play as well as you should have on the day?
I'm not too sure, because if you look at the minors game, you can see that Brioche played exceptionally well. So I don't know if it was enough coordination between us because we didn't really practice together, or if it was a case of I don't know really, like it just didn't work out too well.
There was definitely some poor decision making that resulted in quite a few caps from Kapehameha. Instead of like waiting for going for regrab or getting into a turn to summit. Lots of indecision, which is something that we're looking to improve on.
We did mention that quite a bit. Is there anything you think you need to change other than, you know, becoming more proficient with power-up timers? Like, is there anything, maybe team lineups changing or what for next week?
Well, if you guys we're not going to have Vexation for our next match, so we're definitely going to have to switch a couple of things around in order to accommodate for that. And so there will be a lot of practice trials this week just to see which attacking duo will work best for us in the next map.
Yep. Oh, well, thank you, Bobe. Thanks for the insight. Hard luck on that loss, man, and good luck for next week. I really hope you guys come back from that loss.
Yeah, cheers, Radian.
Alright, this is the end of the streaming for tonight from my streams. At the moment, the Wu-Tang Clan vs Spiky Death Caps are playing. You can check out MC Ride's YouTube channel for that. But on behalf of Venetics and I, thank you for watching and good night.